Water in the desert isn't just a resource, it's a matter of survival. In regions where dry, scorching heat is relentless, finding water is a constant struggle. But what if the desert itself could provide this precious resource? Let's discover how desert water harvesters are making that possible and transforming lives in arid areas. Let's go into the science behind this life-saving technology. The problem. Water scarcity is a critical problem for regions that are either naturally dry or suffering from climate change. In deserts, where rainfall is rare and groundwater is difficult to access, the people are left with limited options. Long distances must be traveled to find fresh water, and in many cases, even that is contaminated. For communities in these areas, this lack of water isn't just an inconvenience. It affects health, agriculture, and overall quality of life. And yet, the answer might not lie in finding new water sources, but in harnessing the existing conditions in a way that people never thought possible. Desert harvesters. Water harvesting is not just about making life easier. In many cases, it's about survival. In the desert, a lack of water can lead to dehydration, malnutrition, and even death. And for those who rely on farming or animal husbandry, water is needed to grow crops and feed livestock. Desert water harvesters provide an opportunity for people to meet these needs, even in the harshest of environments. By collecting water from the air, these systems provide a steady, reliable source of fresh water that can be the difference between life and death. In remote desert communities, these systems have become a literal lifesaver. So, how do desert water harvesters work? The technology behind them is groundbreaking yet straightforward. These systems essentially capture moisture from the air and condense it into usable water. The process makes use of ambient humidity, which even in desert environments can be found in the air, especially during cooler evenings or mornings. The most common technique involves cooling a surface to a temperature below the dew point, causing moisture to collect. This moisture then drips down into a collection tank, ready for use. Some advanced systems use solar power to run fans or condensers, making them energy efficient and perfect for the sunny desert environment. In other cases, wind energy is harnessed to drive the process. This method of water harvesting isn't just a futuristic dream, it's happening now. Solar energy plays a massive role in desert water harvesting systems. In places where the sun shines relentlessly, solar panels are an ideal power source for these systems. These panels collect energy from the sun, providing the power needed to drive the harvesting process. Whether it's running fans that increase air circulation or operating condensers that cool down the air, solar power ensures that these systems are sustainable and efficient in the desert environment. By using solar power, desert water harvesters are able to function even in the most remote and off-grid areas. This is a game changer for communities that have little or no access to electricity. Solar-powered systems offer a renewable and cost-effective solution to water scarcity in arid regions. But what about the cost? How affordable are these systems for the people who need them most? Let's take a closer look. Cost-effectiveness. One of the key advantages of desert water harvesters is their cost-effectiveness. While the initial investment can be high, the long-term savings are significant. Solar-powered systems, for example, have low operating costs once installed. Since they rely on natural resources like the sun and air, there is no need for expensive fuel or infrastructure. In addition, these systems are designed to be low maintenance, meaning that once they are up and running, there is little need for costly repairs or replacements. Over time, this makes them a much cheaper alternative to traditional water delivery systems, which require ongoing maintenance and fuel. For governments and organizations working in drought-stricken areas, the long-term savings are clear. Investing in desert water harvesters can reduce the need for costly water imports and infrastructure projects, offering a more sustainable solution in the long run. Sustainable agriculture. Water scarcity is a major concern for farmers in arid regions. The lack of reliable water sources makes it difficult to grow crops or raise livestock. Without sufficient water, agricultural production drops, leading to food shortages and economic instability. Desert water harvesters can help solve this problem by providing farmers with a local, sustainable water source. Whether it's for irrigating crops or giving livestock the water they need to survive, these systems provide a much-needed solution. For many desert farmers, traditional irrigation methods are inefficient and costly. However, with desert water harvesters, the cost of water is greatly reduced, making it more affordable for farmers to grow crops. This, in turn, boosts food security and supports the local economy. What are the benefits? Desert water harvesters are not just about providing water to individuals. They also benefit entire communities. These systems can be installed in public spaces, providing a reliable source of water for everyone. In many cases, they are used to supply water to schools, hospitals, and other essential services. Communities can also share water from these harvesters, making it more accessible to those in need. Whether it's for drinking, washing, or irrigation, having a reliable water source changes everything. People are no longer dependent on distant wells, water trucks, or unreliable rain patterns. Desert water harvesters are evolving from small-scale solutions to large-scale projects. Governments and organizations are now exploring how these systems can be integrated into community-wide efforts. For example, large arrays of solar-powered harvesters can supply entire towns with water, significantly reducing the cost and reliance on external water sources. These large systems also benefit from economies of scale. The more units that are installed, the cheaper the cost per unit becomes, making them more accessible to wider populations. In areas where traditional water infrastructure is lacking, these harvesters are proving to be a game changer. Climate change is worsening water scarcity across the globe, and desert regions are among the most affected. As temperatures rise and rainfall becomes more unpredictable, traditional water sources like rivers and wells are drying up. Desert water harvesters provide a crucial adaptation tool in this changing climate. By tapping into the air's moisture, these systems help communities prepare for future water shortages. As global temperatures continue to climb, innovations like desert water harvesters will be increasingly important in ensuring that no one is left without access to this essential resource. A hope for the future. Looking ahead, desert water harvesters hold immense promise for regions struggling with water scarcity. As technology progresses, these systems are expected to become even more efficient and affordable, providing reliable water sources for communities previously dependent on unsustainable methods. With improvements in energy efficiency and scalability, these harvesters could expand beyond small-scale projects to larger, community-wide solutions. By integrating advanced features, such as wind or solar energy, future systems may be entirely self-sustaining. This innovation offers hope not just for survival in arid regions, but for creating sustainable, resilient ecosystems that can adapt to the challenges of a changing climate, ensuring water security for generations to come. Desert water harvesters are truly transforming how arid regions access this life-giving resource. With the ability to turn dry, unforgiving landscapes into sustainable sources of water, these technologies offer hope where it's needed most. As these systems continue to improve, they will play an even bigger role in shaping the future of water access, helping communities thrive despite the challenges of the desert. If you found this topic fascinating, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more innovative solutions like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.